Are you sick and tired of your catch shots looking like this? Well, watch this video and see how you can make them look more like this. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. So here's a short video that I've put all of the top tips that I've learned over the last few months into how to take good quality self-takes on the bank. So there's lots of tips here to help you take good shots during the day and at night where light becomes a factor and it becomes tricky. So hopefully this is interesting for you and there's some top tips. Any questions or anything, just put it in the comments and let me know how you get on. Good luck. Okay, so before you can think about doing your catch shots, the first thing you got to do is catch a carp. So my first tip is to subscribe to some high quality carp fishing instruction on YouTube. For example, Fishing with Kirk. So please subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. So, top tip number one is get yourself some sort of tripod. So something to hold your camera or your phone. I think the majority of guys on the bank use the phone, and why not? I mean, the modern smartphones and iPhones are absolutely brilliant in terms of the picture quality. So what I've got is I've got this kit here, a company called Mouse, and this here is a little attachment. So you can see that, that's just on my bank stick. What that allows me to do is I've got the female end of it on the back of my phone there. So that is a little gadget that you can get that sticks on the back of your phone case. Not mega expensive, I think it's about 15 quid with this attachment arm here. And what that allows you to do is dead easily just click your phone into there. So two little blue buttons, boom, phone straight out. And I think there's a magnet, it feels quite, yeah, a bit of a magnet, and you just put that in there. So once you've got your tripod, that just gives you that stability and a place to then set up everything from. And then from there, it's fairly simple. Put your bank stick into the ground, turn your phone onto its camera setting, flip it round so you're effectively taking a selfie. And then what you're trying to do is set that up on the bank so you've got the right distance between you and have your cradle in front of you and your unhooking mat so you can lift the fish safely above the mat. So that's the sort of physical aspect to what we're trying to do. And then there are a couple of other little technology hacks that I'll share with you as well. This little fella is called a Bluetooth clicker. So this you can pair with your phone dead easily, just using Bluetooth. And then once it's turned on, all you have to do is click the button and take a picture. They're about 3 or 4 quid off Amazon, so they're dead cheap. They're not perfect, but they're a lot better than trying to do it on a timer, in my opinion. The challenge you've got is you're trying to hold the fish and you're trying to click this at the same time, which is a little bit tricky. You kind of got hold of the fish, you got this round the back, and it's always a little bit of a challenge. So I've done some pictures with this that have been pretty good, but I've actually got a smarter idea, which I'll share with you now. Right, so this one is my new favourite. So I use iPhone, but it is available on Android devices as well. So there's something on Apple called Siri. So you can use voice commands to get your phone to do stuff. Hey Siri, call Fred, whatever, things like that. But what you can also get it to do is take a selfie picture. So it takes a little bit of setting up, but I'll just show you in principle how this works. So I'll get a little bit closer. So, hey Siri, say cheese. Okay, so I don't know if you saw that, but it came up and said, say cheese is taking a photo. So I now go back into my pictures, and there's my cheesy mug smiling. So you can set it up, it's called Say Cheese. I'll share the config of how you do that, but it literally takes you about 2 minutes. But if you use Siri, you can set it up as a shortcut, and then all you're doing is you're putting your phone on that little tripod that I've just shown you, and then you just go, hey Siri, say cheese. And then you get a selfie picture taken. So really clever, completely hands-free, and I had a little play with it last night with the fish that I caught, and I'm dead impressed with it. So it's definitely one to have a look at. Android do have a similar feature. I've been having a little Google for that as well, but I'll share with you the config for doing it on an Apple device. Right then folks, so here's a clever bit. So what you need to do is make sure that you've got the Shortcuts app installed on your phone. If not, you can install that for free from iTunes. 3 options across the bottom. We want to be in gallery to begin with. And in gallery, in the search bar there, you're going to type in say, and then that brings up your Say Cheese app. So we're going to click the plus sign on there and add shortcuts, and then we're going to navigate to the shortcuts section there, just on the bottom left hand side. So we've got the Say Cheese icon there in our shortcuts. Tap the three little dots. We need to change the back camera to the front camera, and then we click done. And if we come out of the shortcuts app altogether, okay, and then we're just going to give it a little test. So, hey Siri, say cheese. Then we're going to click always allow. We can see there, but that's just taken a selfie. So simple as that really. Nice easy shortcut, and then it's great once you're on the bank, you can use that, have the fish in your arms and just be shouting at your phone, hey Siri, say cheese, and you can get all different pictures taken. So hopefully that's going to help you put some better pictures of your fish on the bank. So I don't want to see any more of these mat shots, don't want to see any more net shots. I want to see nice beaming smiles and some great pictures. Right, night shots, they're a bit of a different ball game entirely, because you've got to worry about light. So I've really struggled with this for the last few sessions. I've been trying to sort of position my head torch on the ground and all sorts of things, but I've ended up with shadows and the fish looking smaller than they really are, etc. So what I've done is I've invested in one of these things. So this is a tracker, what's it called? I think it's just an LED light bar, so it's fully rechargeable, but it is really bright. If you get it on the double setting at night, it really does light up the area. So I think you need to invest in something like this if you're serious about taking some good pictures at night. So when I've got fish on the bank, let's have a wander over there. I'll show you how I set that up, ready for a picture. Right then, so this area I've gone a little bit out of the way here, so I'm fishing a double peg, so I've set this up here for a reason. So this area, you can see behind me, there's some reeds in there. And actually at night, when you're looking for light to reflect and give a bit of sort of texture to your shot, having something behind you, I've learned, is really important. So I thought these reeds made quite a cool little backdrop. And then what have we got down here? So we've got my cradle, we've got the phone stand that I mentioned. So literally my phone, if we get a fish, gets clipped into there. Got the LED light bar to sort of drown this area in light. Got the bucket with some water in, obviously make sure A, the cradle's wet, but also B, the fish is looking nice and clean as well, because sometimes you end up with sort of bubbles and a bit of froth on a fish. So I think it's always good to give them a little bit of a rinse. But yeah, and then you just sort of, you know, fish on the mat. I've made sure when I was setting up that I've got the right distance between my phone and the mat, and to make sure that that height of the camera is right for me to be kind of comfortably kneeling down and holding a fish. So it takes a little bit of thought and a little bit of planning, but once you've done it, you know, a couple of times, it's relatively straightforward. And then I'd literally pick the fish up, get nice and comfortable, and then go, hey Siri, say cheese, and then the camera takes the picture. You can do that as many times as you like, different angles. You can play around, you can even move the light if you wanted to get different aspects. But yeah, I think we've got some pretty good shots from last night. So again, I'll share those with you. But I just wanted to share, you know, some of the tactics and approaches, because yeah, I have struggled with self-take pictures, and I know a lot of guys do struggle with that on the bank. So hopefully there's a few ideas there that are, you know, relatively inexpensive. I think the light is a bit of a luxury, but it does make a huge difference. So I'd have a look into that. Right folks, there you go, some top tips for better photography on the bank and better self-takes. So if you enjoyed that, please do like the video. If you've got any questions or any comments, then please pop them in the comments section and I'll get back to you. But until next time, tight lines.